Our next topic is battlefields. Essentially, battlefields are the special complexes, so many mechanics are the same. You have an outside dead space with acceleration gate. The acceleration gate will only allow Navy battleships and smaller to join the complex inside. The inside of a complex includes 3 capture points, and the goal is the same. You need to kill the NPCs and then stay within the capture area of a capture point to run the timer. There are a couple of differences compared to normal complexes in faction warfare. First, battlefields spawn only in frontline systems. Second, when you activate the acceleration gate, the game will route you depending on the faction that you belong to. So, for example, if we consider Gallente Caldari faction warfare space, Gallente pilots will land on one warping beacon, Caldari pilots will land on the other warping beacon, and neutrals will land in between on the third warping beacon. And there are approximately 100 kilometers between these beacons. Next difference is that you have 3 capture points instead of just one in normal complexes, and you have a bunch of different NPCs regularly spawn in every capture area, and you need to clear them. So if your faction controls all 3 capture points, the timer runs the fastest. If you control only one capture point, it will still run, but it will be fairly slow. So in general, you always need a pretty reasonable fleet to run battlefields effectively, because you need long-range DPS to clear the rats, and you need at least 3 ships to run the timers around the capture points. Usually, if this runs uncontested, battlefield takes about 30 minutes to complete, and the faction that completes the battlefield, wins the battlefield, gets 2000 victory points, 15% bonus to advantage, and up to 150,000 loyalty points. This amount depends on the number of pilots in the battlefield. As I said, the battlefield has the size 30, so up to 30 pilots in the battlefield get the highest LP payout possible. And this amount also depends on whether you run an offensive battlefield or a defensive battlefield. So if you complete the Gallente battlefield as the Gallente pilot, then you will get a bit smaller amount of loyalty points compared to winning a Caldari battlefield. Different corporations will have different approaches to running the battlefield, so I will not go into detail on how to actually position and run the battlefield effectively. I think the corporation you are in will have a reasonably optimized approach to this. Okay, thank you for watching, and we will continue with other activities in Empire Faction Warfare.